ऋषे भागवत मुख्यस्य. If you have the mobile, you can see Srimad Bhagavatam, Vedaves 10, 10, 24 and 25. 10, 10, 24 and 25. Okay, start. ऋषे भागवत मुख्यस्य सत्यं कर्तुं वचो हरिः जगाम सनकैतत्र यत्रास्तां जमुलार्जनो देवर्षि मे प्रियतमो यदि इमो धनादात्मजौ तो तथा साधयिष्यामि यदगीतं तन्महात्मना. ऋषे भागवत मुख्यस्य सत्यं कर्तुं वचो हरिः जगाम सनकैतत्र यत्र तां जमलार्जुनौ देवर्षि मे प्रियतमो यद इमो धनदात्मजौ तो तथा साधयिष्यामि यद गीतम् इतन्महात्मना. ऋषे भागवत मुख्यस्य सत्यं कर्तुं वचो हरिः जगाम सनकैतत्र यत्रास्तां जमलार्जुनौ देवर्षि मे प्रियतमो यद इमो धनदात्मजौ तो तथा साधयिष्यामि यदगीतं तन्महात्मना. So one sloka, one person one, second person second. माता जी चाले. देवर्षि मे प्रियतमो यदि इमो धनतात्मजो Rishe of the great sage and saintly person Narad, Bhagavata Mukhyasya of the topmost of all devotees, Satyam, truthful, Kartum, to prove, Vachaha, his words, Harihi, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, Jagam, went there, Sanakai, very slowly, Tatra, there, Yatra, to the spot where Astham, there where Jamalarjuna, the twin Arjun tree. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, to fulfill the truthfulness of the word of the great devotee Narada, slowly went to that spot where the twin Arjun trees were standing. Next verse. Devarsi, the great saint Devarsi, Narada, me, my, Priyatamaha, most beloved devotee, Yat, although, Imau, the two persons, Nalkubara and Manigriva, Dhana Atmajau, born of a rich father and being non-devotees. Tata, the word of Devarsi. Tatha, just so. Sadhyasyami, I shall execute, because he wanted me to come face to face with the Jamala Arjuna. I shall do so. Yat Gaitam, I already stated, Tad, that, Mahatmana, by Narad Muni. Translation and purport by Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Although these two young men are the son of the very rich Kubera, and I have nothing to do with them, Devarsi Narad is my very dear and affectionate devotee. And therefore, because he wanted me to come face to face with them, I must do so for their deliverance. Purport. Nalakubara and Manigriva actually had nothing to do with the devotional service or seeing the Supreme Personality of Godhead face to face. For this is not an ordinary opportunity. It is not that because one is very rich or learned or was born in aristocratic family, one will be able to see the Supreme Personality of Godhead face to face. This is impossible. But in this case, because Narad Muni desired that Nakula and Nalakubara and Manigriva see Vasudeva face to face, the Supreme Personality of Godhead wanted to fulfill the word of his very dear devotee Narad Muni. If one seeks the favor of a devotee, instead of directly asking favor from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one is very easily successful. Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur had therefore recommended Vaishnava Thakura Tomara Kukura Bhuliya Janaha Mora Krishna se Tomara Krishna dite para Tomara sakatiya che. One should desire to become like a dog in strictly following a devotee. Krishna is in the hand of devotee. Adurlabham Atma Bhaktau. Thus, without the favor of a devotee, one cannot directly approach Krishna. What to speak of engaging in his service? Narottam Das Thakur therefore sings, Chadiya Vaishnava Seva Nistara Pae Chekeva. Unless one become a servant of a pure devotee, one cannot be delivered from the material condition of life. In our Gaudiya Vaishnava society, following the footsteps of Rupa Goswami, our first business is to seek shelter of a bona fide spiritual master, Adau Guru Asrayaha. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshur Janimiritam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pistaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanam. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauramani Pracharane Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschadistare. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Binda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare. So from tomorrow, the Damodar festival will start, lamp showing festival. Now, when we talk about Damodar, there are three different Damodar. One is Damodar who resides in Vaikuntha. Other is Damodar who was tied by Mother Jasoda. And other is Damodar who are tied by Srimati Radharani. Therefore, you see the word Damodar means Dama Udara. Dama plus Udar. Udar means belly and Dama means rope. Which belly was tied by a rope is called Damodar. So, as we put our tilak, and there are 12 tilak, so there are 12 months in a year. And according to Vedic calculation, on each month, there is a presiding deity of that month. He is Devata of that month. That's our Vedic culture. People knew how to be happy in Vedic culture. Now people are so foolish, they want to be happy, but they do not know how to be happy. How can one be happy? So in Vedic life, people they knew. And one can be happy only by keeping Krishna in center of your life. He is the force of all the gravity. So keep Krishna center of your life and then you'll be happy. So people every month they worship a particular, Lord in each month. So in month of Kartik, October, November, sometime it goes. Month of Kartik, the presiding deity of Kartik is Damodar. And in Tilak, if you see, we start Kesavaya Namaha, Narayanaya Namaha, Madhavaya Namaha, Govindaya Namaha, Sri Vishnave Namaha, Madhusudanaya Namaha, Sri Vikramaya Namaha, Vamnaya Namaha, Sri Dharaya Namaha, Sri Kesaya Namaha, Padmanabhaya Namaha, and so this is last, right? And they're saying in Hindi, Ant bhala to sab bhala. End is well, all is well. Therefore, this Kartik month, the month of Damodar, very, very important. It is stated in Kartik Mahatmya by Sripad Rupa Goswami that anybody who performs the devotional service in month of Kartik in Mathura, Mathura means Braj Mandal, then that person, he said, Durlabho Bhakti Jogo me, devotional service is very, very rare to achieve. But by performing devotional service, Krishna said, I can be purchased, I can be under control of the devotee who is performing devotional service. And also in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said, Bhakti amam janati javan jas asmi tattvataha. One can understand as I am by pure devotional service. And pure devotional service is the only way and means to bring Krishna under your control. We all are controlled by Maya. But devotional service is such that you can bring Krishna. He said, I can be controlled. But if that kind of devotional service performed, especially in month of Kartik, in Braj, it multiplies. It multiplies. Therefore, this month of Kartik is very, very important. And every month has one festival, at least. But Kartik has many festivals. There is Damodar month, the whole month, Damodar Ashtakam goes on. Then we have Diwali, we have Govardhan Puja, we have Jamdutiya or Bhai Dvij. Like that, many festivals are there. So, if anybody performs, if you chant one mala, you will get benefit of Lord is Ananta, and you will get the benefit of chanting Ananta Mala. So therefore, one should take a vow. The devotee, this is Chaturmas prayer. So devotee who are maybe doing Chaturmas, may not be doing Chaturmas, but in Kartik month they take a vow. Somebody takes a vow, I will eat only once a day. Somebody take a vow that I will chant 64 rounds. Like that, takes a special vow. Somebody takes a vow, this is also time to become dieting. I will not eat any sweet, so I will lose some weight. Fine, no problem. Do something. Sacrifice something. So, we all devotee must take a vow. And I have been encouraging here in America, in Kartik month, take a vow to come to Mangalarti, at least 1 month. 1 month. Just come for Mangalarti. Take a vow. Or whatever you can do. Tanse, manse, dhanse, any way you could do. Even if you give charity in month of Kartik, it multiplies. If you come and do some physical service, it multiplies. So anything do in month of Kartik, the special month, just like Prabhupada said, that, there are many things on the sale. So there is 1 month, they say discount month, right? So much discount is given in that month. And people they have at their home, still they buy because the discount, 50% discount. And they buy so much. So same way, this is discount month. Whatever you do, it multiplies. So my dear devotees, take a vow to do something special. Now, so this was Damodar. Prabhupada, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Lord Chaitanya, when he was talking to Sanatana Goswami in Sanatana Siksha, he talked about, different month and the presiding deity of that month. And when he talked about Kartik, that Damodar is the presiding deity of Kartik. And then it made very clear that this Damodar is separate from Radha Damodar. So this Damodar is not same Damodar, is one. Second one is Jashoda Damodar. These 2 chapters, as I said yesterday, it is called Jashoda chapter. Jashoda means Jasada, to give glories. By following this vow of Kartik month, we all become glorious. We all become glorious. This is also known as Urja Vrat. Urja means energy and Vrata means Vrat. Whatever you do, you get energy. Devotional, devotional energy or Bhakti Sakti ki prapti hogi. So, this Jashoda Damodar, that Katha, Sukadeva Goswami has talked. I will just talk about Radha Damodar and then we will come on where we have left yesterday. Radha Damodar is of two Leela of Radha Damodar. One happened in Vaikuntha and other happened in Bhaum Vrindavan. By the way, I forgot to ask, how many of you are from village? So Madhupati Prabhu, this is the benefit of taking birth in village. Anybody who has taken birth in village, they can relate with this story very nicely. Because Vrindavan was village that time when Krishna came, no city. It is easy to understand. But never mind, Prabhupada has made everything very easy for everyone to understand. So anyway, let us get back. So in Goloka Vrindavan, once Srimati Radharani was waiting for Krishna to come. And it got delay. Krishna did not come on time. So we know the waiting period is very, very intense. It's not easy. It depends on what kind of a waiting we have. Like if somebody is fasting Nirjala Ekadasi, Pandava Ekadasi, so they ask 10 times, what time is Paran time? Right? And they'll keep watching, okay, that's waiting time, now it's last. So it depends on different kind of waiting. And a boyfriend, girlfriend waiting is a different kind of waiting. Husband, wife waiting, a different kind of waiting. Husband, wife before marriage waiting, one thing, not husband, wife. And waiting after marriage, different thing. So, everybody experience of this thing. So, Krishna and Srimati Radharani, their relationship is Parakya Bhav, like boyfriend and girlfriend. And waiting a boyfriend, girlfriend is something special. You all have experienced, some of you may, I don't know. So anyway, so Radharani was waiting and Krishna did not come on time. And she became very angry, very upset. And when Krishna came, he had to justify, he had to say why he got delay. And by the time it was too late, so Srimati Radharani tied Krishna with a kadamba tree with a golden rope. And when Krishna explained why he got delay, because Mother Yashoda had arranged a special festival that day. And due to the festival, he got delay. Then he was Shiva of Yashoda. Name comes, then Radharani cannot do anything. Because Srimati Radharani loved Yashoda the most. And Yashoda loves Srimati Radharani the most. Only on the word of Yashoda that Radharani was cooking for Krishna. She asked him to cook for Krishna every day. So, when she heard Radharani as Yashoda Maya had in some program, got delay, Purnamasi had mentioned and so, all right. Now in Bhaum Vrindavan, one day, again, same kind of situation. Krishna was supposed to meet Srimati Radharani in Nikunjavan, where Srimati Radhika was waiting for Krishna. And when Radharani was coming, then Chandrauli, she hijacked Krishna on the way. तो सवतिया डाह तो आप लोग जानते ही हो, माता जी लोग ज्यादा एक्सपीरियंस होगा. So Krishna was hijacked by Chandrauli. But Radharani has a first class CID department. What you call here, FBI? So it's first class CID department. And they informed Radharani what had happened. My goodness. She was so eager to meet Krishna after hearing that he had gone to Chandrauli. Wow, from toe to head, her blood started boiling. And she was very angry. And when Krishna came, then she tied him with a vein, right? And Krishna had to beg forgiveness. The Radharani, the nice story, but Radharani gave forgiveness to Krishna on one word, and that was, she asked Krishna, she said, okay, I'll forgive you, but you have to give a word, promise, that you will not make your devotee wait for you. So, if somebody is performing devotional service very intensely, Tibrena Bhakti Yogena, Vijeta Purusha Param, if you perform devotional service very eagerly, that Krishna comes running. Mansa, Vacha, Karmana, these three had to come together, and then Krishna will come in no time. And we are thankful to Srimati Radharani that by her mercy, Krishna comes to us. Now somebody may start wondering, when will Krishna come to me? He's coming every day to us. He is here with us in form of holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Here, he is with us, in front of us. Radha Shyam Sundar. He is with us every day. We take prasadam, in form of prasadam. There is no difference between Krishna prasadam and Krishna. So, Krishna is there. Just our eagerness had to be there. Just we are so lazy, we are not eager. So, by the mercy of Srimati Radharani, that we got that benediction. So that is Radha Damodar here. And on other Acharya, he talks about Radha Damodar, that when Mother Jasoda was running around to catch Krishna, that time, Drishtava Parisramah Krishna Kripaya Asit Shobandhane Somatu Shigragathaya Vigata Tava Kavarasraja Drishtava Parisramah Krishna Kripaya Asit Shobandhane. So the word Kripaya is Srimati Radharani. By her mercy, Krishna got tied by Mother Jasoda. So these are the three different Damodar. And in Satyabrat Muni, he talks, in Damodar Ashtakam, out of 8 verses, there are 2 verses about Mother Jasoda trying to call, talk. And 2 verses talks about, what Krishna had done mistake. 2 verses talks about the devotee asking, Satyabrat Muni asking Lord, his desire, what he wants to be, what kind of form he wants to be. See. And 2 verses talks about the mercy of Radharani. And the last one talks, Namo Radhikayai, Tadiya Priyayai, Namo Nantalilaya, Devaya Tabhyam. So, now let us go back to our original, where we left yesterday. Anybody remember where we left yesterday? Just don't go on the verse, otherwise it will take 7 days. You better tell the story where we stopped. Yes. She left Krishna and went to protect the boiling milk. He left there. And then Krishna became very angry. And when Krishna became very angry, then, the children, their nature is Chanamapi Tushtam, Chanamapi Rushtam. They become angry very soon, and they become pacified also very soon. So as ladies. They are both are same nature, by the way, if you see. Children means not grown-up children, small children. Krishna is small that time. So he felt insulted. What is this thing? Mother Jasoda, she doesn't care for me. For her, this milk is more important than me. And he got angry. And so Mother Yashoda has some stone to balance that, churning pot. He took that stone and broke it. And when Mother Yashoda, after Utarya Gopi Shushtam Payam Punaha Pravish Sandrish Dagta Patram Bhagnam Biloga Sustasya Karma Tajjahastam Chapin Tatra Pasyati. Utarya Gopi, after taking down, utar karke, Utarya Gopi, Mother Yashoda. Again, Yashoda is called here as Gopi. Gopi means Go Pivati iti Gopi. Go means CNJ, senses, and Pivati means drinking. One who is drinking Krishna through her senses is Gopi or Gopa. And we heard yesterday that how Mother Yashoda has all her senses, mansa, vacha, karmana, everything engaged in his service. Yani yani hagitani tadbalakcharitani cha tadi nirmanthane kala tana smaran gayata. She was just engaged in every way. So here Sukadeva Goswami says, Gutarya Gopi Susuta Pajam Punaha. See, Jiva Goswami very nicely on each word, Su Srutam. Susritam means bilkul thanda ho gaya. It just became cold. Srutam means cold, and Su means totally. Totally became cold. Now, one moment, the milk was boiling. And when Mother Yashoda went, it became very cold. So when it was hot, it was boiling. When it became cold, boom, it went inside. Now, Sripad Jiva Goswami gives explanation that in Vrindavan, everyone is there to serve. Either in Santaras, Dasaras, Vasalya or Madhurya, either one. Santa, Dasya, Sakya, Vasalya, Madhurya. Now the milk is in Santaras. So the milk is meant to serve Krishna. So when the milk saw that Krishna is drinking the milk of Mother Yashoda's breast, and her breast, the milk in her breast is like Kshir Sagar. So what's the use of my life? If I cannot serve Krishna, then why should I maintain my life? Therefore, the milk was boiling. And now Mother Yashoda was enjoying serving Krishna by feeding her breast. And when she saw that this milk is boiling, she left Krishna and came to protect. Mother Yashoda thought, my milk in my breast is my milk, I can feed him later. But that milk is for Krishna's service. So Krishna's service is more important than Krishna himself. And there are many instances. Like Sanatana Goswami and Mother Mohan. When Mother Mohan came, Sanatana said, what are you doing here? Get out. I'm not going to serve you. I want to chant. Right? I'm not going to take care of you. I want to chant. So, there are many instances like that. So, Krishna's service is more important. You must know. Because we all are servant. Jivare Sarupahai, Krishna Nityadas. We all are servant. So, we should be happy in serving Krishna than having darshan of Krishna. We know the famous quote, Bhakti Siddhanta Goswami or Radha Kund, he was there and he was giving class, and when temple opened, devotee went to have darshan. And when they came back, he asked, so, you finish your eye exercise? He said, eye exercise, darshan of Krishna. Service is more important. So we can see here how Mother Yashoda knew the philosophy very well. She left Krishna and she went to protect milk. And then milk, when saw that, Hari, Mother Yashoda, for me, she left her pleasure or service to Krishna. The milk became very shy. And due to being shy, went boom inside. Immediately. That's why Sukadeva Goswami said, Susritam, became totally cold. One hand you are boiling and became cold. Payaha, the milk. Punah pravisya, after taking down this cold milk down, then again she entered in the chamber where she was, churning. And what she saw, pravisya sandrisya cha dagdha patram. When she entered, she saw, he said, sandrisya. She didn't only see, but वो देखी ही नहीं, वो समझी. देखना और समझना में अंतर होता है. बहुत कुछ होता है हम देखते हैं लेकिन समझते नहीं, और समझ कर देखना अलग है. अब इसका अंग्रेजी बताओ भाई. अंग्रेजी है ही नहीं तो क्यों जबरदस्ती कर रहे हो. Sandrishyam means seeing with understanding. Okay, let's put that way. Cha dagdham patrakam. She saw that the, jugad part was broken. And she understood. And what she understood? Sandrishyam, he described here. What she understood? Bhagnam vilokya sutasya karma. She understood this is a job of my darling Krishna. Swasutasya karma. She understood this is the job of my small baby. And what did Yasoda do? She didn't become angry or anything. कहते हैं ना, ये छोटा है, इसे गुस्सा कितना आता है. माँ कहती है ना, ये देखने में छोटा है, अपने बाप पर गया है. ये गुस्सा कितना आता है छोटा बच्चे को. तो मगर यशोदा, she didn't say, janghastam chapin tatra pasyati. She saw Krishna, she saw the broken pot, she understood, and she just simply smiled. She smiled on his anger. The small boy, what an anger he has. छुआ पर मुआ बन गया. एक छोटा काम किया, हो गया. Now there are two ways. Again, sandrisya. She saw it, but she understood that this is the work of her son. How she saw? There are two things. By not seeing Krishna. Tam chapi na tatra pasyati. She didn't see Krishna. So she understood that, okay, this is his job. And the curd has become like more watery and butter was coming. So immediately, and Krishna was running. So a small footprint was there, running. So the two ways she understood that this is the job of my darling. Okay. So on other hand, Krishna went, he was angry and he broke the pot. Then his anger went boom down. The milk went down and Krishna's anger also went down. And we all know, when we become angry, it just goes out of the head. But when we break something, then our anger goes down. Whether it's a table or glass or anything, take anything and throw. Right? They don't see whom I am throwing at. Husband, wife, no matter कोई हो, तो शांत हो जाता है. And by the way, Krishna understood that I did mistake by breaking. So he became fearful. And his anger subsided. But when he went running, out of fear he was running. When he was running, then in other room he saw the monkeys were waiting for him. All they were doing. They were very hungry. Early morning. Everybody, So then Krishna remember, they are the same monkey who helped me Rama Avatar. I am indebted to them. So I must do something. And he has so much butter anyway. So there was a grinding motor. Krishna climbed on that motor. And I am forgetting the name. One of the Acharya told that for two things. One, the chika. Chika का अंग्रेजी क्या होगा भाई? पक्का बिहारी आदमी है. नहीं, जिस पर हाँ, जिसके ऊपर hanging pot, okay, put that way. So that was like very far, and Krishna was a small kid. Even grinding motor was bigger. And then Shika was more big, higher. So the question comes, anybody with little brain, they will think, how a small boy can climb on the grinding motor? And he is a small boy, a small hand, how can he catch that one? I'm forgetting, one of the Goswami said that Krishna told, see, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He told the grinding motor, come down. Come here. And grinding motor came down and Krishna climbed. So, okay, now you take me up. And then he told Chika, now you come down. So Chika also came down. And then Mother Jashoda, for decorating her house, she had so many bell were hanged. Like, we decorate our house with different things like Toran, this one, that one. So she also had that bell. And he told bell, don't make any noise, okay? Let me do what I want to do. So he took the butter and he started feeding the butter to the monkeys. And some crow also came. And the crow, Krishna was holding like this, and crow were taking. Raskhan Kavi sings, Kaka ke bhaga kahan kahiyo, Hari haath se le gayo makhan roti. So they are so fortunate, these crows, that they got butter from Krishna's hand. Krishna is feeding by the hand to monkeys and this. So this far was okay. But when he started eating, then all the bells started ringing. He said, I told you guys to just keep mum. Why are you making noise? He said, my Lord, you all only said, भोग लगाते हैं तो घंटी बजना चाहिए ना. अब भोग लगा रहे हो तो घंटी. हमारा काम अपना हम सेवा कर रहे हैं. सेवा कर रहे हैं. Anyway, this again Leela. Leela had to be understood, different way. Just like all the mother, when your son was small or when son is baby, you can see your son, or good or bad, all the activities according to your love. Other person who has no love will not see that. Even the boy start crawling or speaking something totally boli mein, kitna acha lagta hai, bachcha mera bol raha hai. Right? So one who has love for Krishna, only they can understand Krishna Leela. Not by somebody may do PhD in Jiva Goswami commentary, but he will not understand. Bhav नहीं आएगा. भाव आता है भक्ति से. और कृष्ण भाव को ही ग्रहण करते हैं. भाव गरी जनार्दना. भगवान भाव को ही लेते हैं. So anyway, then Mother Jashoda, she came and she has a stick in her hand. She was hiding the stick in her hand. And when she was coming, the crow started flying first. So Krishna started wondering why they are flying. They are eating, I am feeding them. And then monkey they saw, because Krishna was feeding from this side, monkey was eating from that side, or they saw coming from back side. Right? So they saw, then Krishna understood something wrong. When he looked back, Maharaj is coming, but her hand is behind. So he understood something wrong. And he jumped from there and he ran. So Mother Jashoda started chasing Krishna. Now Mother Jashoda was 55 years old. and she was very healthy. Now with the new word, no? The fat, they're healthy. So she was healthy. पहले जब लोग दुबले पतले होते थे कहते हैं कंगाल घर का है, खाया पिया नहीं है। और जो कोई मोड़ा होता है कहते हैं हाँ एक खाए पिए घर का आदमी है, राइट? यही बोलते थे ना। आजकल मोटा होना श्राप हो गया है। पतला रहना अच्छा है, बड़ा फिट आदमी है। पतला कहते हैं फिट आदमी है। पहले फटा कपड़ा कहते थे कि कंगाल है, तो पहनने के लिए कपड़ा नहीं है। आजकल फटा कपड़ा पहनकर कहते हैं बहुत महंगा कपड़ा है। जमाना बदल गया है, करेंगे, कलयुग रवि आ रहा है। Anyway, so Mother Yashoda wanted to, she was running and Krishna was a small baby and he was running faster than her. So many a time, but Yashoda kept saying that I am going to catch you, I am going to catch you. Just look at this competition between Bhakta and Bhagavan. This competition. The Krishna cannot be caught by anybody. Jogir bhir agamya. A yogi, for time immemorial, they are meditating. Still, they cannot reach Krishna. But here a devotee who is running to catch Krishna. And Mother Yashoda, she was sweating. She was becoming breathless. But still she wanted to catch. So here we learn from Mother Yashoda that we should be very eager to serve Krishna, to catch Krishna. There is a competition between the Lord and devotee. Lord is running, we have to catch him. So she was running. And when Krishna saw Mother Yashoda just sweating, more description, very vivid description is given by Sukadeva Goswami and Jiva Goswami and Gopal Champu, that how Yashoda had dressed. I think I explained yesterday that how she had dressed very nicely. She had flower in her, hair. But all the flower was falling. Everything was falling. Now Jiva Goswami gives commentary of that, why flower was falling. Flower was falling out of fear. And Krishna was also running out of fear. And he saw the stick. So Krishna said to Mother Yashoda, if you want to catch me, you can catch me. But please throw that stick away first. So Mother Yashoda just left the stick down. And she stood. And Krishna also stood. So she caught him and took the stick, 1, 2 sticks he gave. Then, he was crying. Krishna was crying. And he was standing. Now once he was caught, he cannot run. Again he could have run also, but no. Then she wanted to tie him. This pastime is pictured by Mother Kunti. In Kunti Prarthana, she said, how the sloka? Anybody remember? Gopya dadeda davatavad asrul. How she saw that how this, the tear is flowing, all the kajal is falling, and Krishna is rubbing his hand and just crying. She said that even fear personification becomes fearful. And today Krishna is fearful to Mother Yashoda. This is just bewildering, very difficult to understand. Yes, Krishna Lila is very difficult to understand for those who have no devotion. Not that Kunti has no devotion, but humility. Out of humility she was saying this thing. Anyway, so then she asked, Krishna said, Mother, why are you tying me? You already beat me. She said, no, you have done 2 mistakes. No, first she was beating, then while beating, she was telling him, she held his hand, she gave a stick, and then she was chastising. And she was asking. Now, Kavi Karanapurn, describes Anand Vrindavan Champu, describes more detail of the discussion between Krishna and Mother Yashoda. So, she asked him, why did you broke that pot? He said, I did not break. Then she asked, how did it get broke? He said, Mother, you were out of control that time. When you saw that milk boiling, not only it kept me down, but you ran so fast कि तुम्हारे पैर का जो काड़ा था ना, पहले चांदी का लोग मोटा काड़ा पहनती थी स्त्रियां, क्या बोलेंगे? आजकल तो पायल बोलते हैं, पतला वाला। पहले चांदी का मोटा मोटा काड़ा पहनते थे, राइट? कृष्णा ने कहा तुम्हारे काड़ा से लग करके वो टूट गया है, मैंने नहीं तोड़ा है। अच्छा, all right. Then why you are feeding the monkeys? Markata bandhu, the word has come, Markata bandhu. No, first he said, you know, I was only hearing that you are stealing butter, but today I can see you are chore. Then he said, how I became chore? This is my house and I am eating butter. How I became chore? See, even it is your house, but without taking the permission of the boss of the house, if you take something, it's chore. Krishna said, one who is not offering the food to me and eating, they are chore. Astaina. Astainava, they are chore. So Krishna is the Lord. And this was by the culture. Even like newly married girl has come, right? And if she had to cook something, I am sure if you all remember or know, then they had to ask their mother-in-law, what should I cook today? They are going to cook, but they have to ask permission. They are going to use the thing, but they have permission. Mother Jasoda said, yes, you never asked me, therefore you are chore. And you are stealing butter, you are market bandhu, and feeding to, no, here I said, you are chore. Then Krishna said, I am not chore, your father is chore. Again one Siddhanta, Krishna gave one Siddhanta. आप लोगों को मालूम होगा जो बेटे होते हैं ना उनमें ननिहाल का गुण होता है, यही बात है ना, और जो बेटियां होती हैं उनमें पिताजी के परिवार का गुण होता है, यही बात है ना। इसीलिए जो बेटे होते हैं वो माँ को प्रिय लगते हैं और जो बेटियां होती है वो बाप को प्रिय लगती है। बात सही है कि नहीं? आज भी ऐसा है कि नहीं? क्योंकि जो माँ होती है ना उसको प्यार अपने बाप माँ से होता है। सास ससुर से 10 गाली सुन लेंगे सास ससुर का, 2 बार बोलेगी, लेकिन माँ और उसके बाप के समय एक कोई बोल दे, चाहे पति ही क्यों ना हो, देखो क्या होता है घर में। जानते हो ना क्या होता है? अब नहीं किए हो ना, ससुराल वालों को मत कुछ बोलना। तो कृष्ण ठीक ही बोले कि मैं चोर नहीं हूं, तुम्हारा बाप चोर है, क्योंकि ये गुण मुझ में आया कहां से? ननिहाल से ही आया ना, तुम्हारे बाप से आया। तो फिर तगड़ा कृष्ण दे दिया, या कुछ नहीं बोली। अब मैया बोलती है कि तुम मरकट बंधु। तो कृष्ण बोले ठीक है मैया, इफ यू थिंक आई एम फ्रेंड ऑफ मरकट, आई एम द brothers of or friend of, I belong to monkey. Okay, all right. Where do the monkeys they live? He said, they live in forest. He said, all right, I'll go to forest. As soon as Mother Yashoda heard this thing, ऐसा लगा उसका प्राण निकल जाएगा. Krishna will go to forest. And she knew that Krishna is very stubborn and he will do that. Therefore, she wanted to die. I don't know if you all have experience. I was very nutty in my childhood. हमको गांव में बदमाशवा कहते थे. मारना पीटना हमारा यही काम था. So many times my mother used to tie me in खाट पर लेते ना, खटिया में बांध देती थी. So the children got tied many times. So Mother Jasoda said, thought, let me tie him, and thereafter I'll finish the household work, and then I will take care of him, I'll pacify him. So she wanted to tie. Then Krishna asked, but you already beat me. Why you want to tie? What did I? Let me go. It was evening time. By the time it was evening time, afternoon, I have to go to play now. Let me go out. She said, no, you did 2 mistakes. One mistake, you broke the pot. For that you got hit. but he stole the butter. चोर को तो जेल में जाना पड़ेगा, हथकड़ी लगाना पड़ेगा. So Mother Yashoda wanted to tie Krishna. And when she took out that rope that she had tied in her, क्या belly, waist, डाना पहले हम लोग कहते डाना लगाया है. So she took out and she wanted to tie, but the rope became 2 finger short. Now Vallabhacharya explains almost about 20 different definitions he gave why these two became short. First, I'll just give 1 or 2. One is that Mother Yashoda wanted to tie. And Mother Yashoda is in Vatsalya Bhav. And in Braj, there is only Madhurya. And tying Krishna something, he exalts Shakti. So Eswar is Shakti and Madhurya is Shakti. Both are fighting. So one finger is Eswar Shakti and other is Madhurya. Because Krishna, whole world is tied by Krishna. Maya Dakshina Prakriti. Maya had tied everybody. How can anybody tie Krishna? That's one thing. Secondly, Krishna cannot be tied in Rajogun or Satgun or Tamagun. I mean, he will be tied in Vishuddha Sattvagun. So one was this Satgun, Rajogun, Tamagun, their material quality. And material quality cannot tie Krishna. Sattam, Visuddham. Jo Vasudeva means Visuddha Sattvam. So he can be tied only in Visuddha Sattva. There is no tinge of any of these moods. So these two. So like that there are many. So she tried. For first time, Yashoda came out of the house. After 55, from time she was married. Earlier, women were not going out of. वो चौकट था ना घर में, आजकल चौकट नहीं होता है ना, पहले चौकट था. विवाह हो गया चौकट के अंदर, केवल लाश ही चौकट के बाहर जाएगा. Not that they are not going to their, parents' house, but they are going like डोली में बैठ करके, बैलगाड़ी में बैठ करके. But that was with permission. Here she didn't took permission from one Baba to go and get this rope. She was upset, she was angry, she wanted to tie Krishna. So she went to get rope. All of her Braj she went to get rope. She got the rope, everyone gave rope and 2 fingers short. And whoever gave rope, they are watching what is going on. Why she was taking the rope? And they all saw 2 fingers and everybody was shocked. So the news went everywhere. Whole Braj news went. Then news went to Barsana also. Raval. And Radharani heard about this thing. And she saw that the mother, she could feel Mother Yashoda. Drishtava parishrama Krishna kripaya, when she saw kripaya asis sabandhane, so not only Krishna saw, Radharani also saw. And as I told, Radharani loved Mother Yashoda more than anybody else. So she immediately sent the rope. Rather, she told Eswari Shakti, she told Krishna, stop this. Now you cannot do this thing. She sent this rope. By this rope only she sent a message to Krishna, stop it. So Krishna had to tell Eswar Shakti, Baba, tum log yahan se jao. You can be in Dwarika, not here in Braj. In Braj, only I can be tied by Madhurya. Eswarya cannot do. Raskan Kavi again sings, Tahi ahira ki chohariya, chachiya bhari chachap nachana chave. How this Gwalin, they are making Krishna dance on little buttermilk, right? And they say, Krishna dance, then you are dancing, then you are getting butter. So this is Madhurya. So Krishna had to tell. So this way, Krishna got tied. And after Krishna was tied, then Mother Yashoda went to do her household work. And Sukadeva Goswami, so nicely he described, Ne imam virancho na bhavo na sri anga sansrayaha prasadam lebhire gopi yattatta prapya vimuktidat. He said, what a great fortune Mother Yashoda has. What a great fortune she had, that she was able to tie Krishna. This Krishna could not be tied. Na imam virancho na bhavo. Brahma could not tie. Shiva could not tie. Na Sri, even her own beloved better half, Lakshmi could not tie in her whole lifetime. And this Yashoda, prasadam lebhire gopi, yattat prapa vimuktidat. Vimuktidat, the Muktidata Krishna, he got tied. What a great fortune Yashoda has. Na yam supaho bhagavan dehinam gopikasta Jnaninam cha atma bhutanam yatha bhakti mata iha. Krishna is in the heart of everyone as Paramatma. And he can be tied only by pure devotional service. Bhakti mata iha. Iha means in this world. Then Mother Yashoda, Krishnastu grihakritesu vyagrayam matari prabhu. Mother Yashoda tied Krishna, she left him and she went to do other household work, what was left over, churning water, etc. Then adrikchad arjuno purvo guhyakau dharmatmajau puranara sapena brishtam prapito madat narakubara manigriva avitah khyato sriyanmitau. Then Krishna, he saw this two tree. Adrakchit Arjuna Purva. He saw these two trees, they were cursed by, they were son of Kubera, Nalakubara and Manigriva, and they were cursed by Narad Muni. Pura said, Pura Narad Sapena, Brishtam Prapito Madat. They were so intoxicated, and they were cursed by Narad Muni, thus they became the tree. Now I will go back a little bit. That when Prajanya Baba was building this city, Braj, his father, Maharaj Devmir had three wives. One was Chhatrani, one was Vaisya, and other was Shudra. So from Chhatrani came Sursen. Sursen became the son of Devamir from Chhatrani. From Vaisya came Prajanya Baba. And from Shudra came Devak and Ugrasen. Prabhupada said that anybody who is born of Shudra is called Ugra. So Ugrasen and Devak, they are two sons of Maharaj Devamir from Shudrani. So Shudra could not stay, can stay with king. So Maharaj Sursen stayed there and Ugrasen and Devak stayed. But Prajanya Baba, he was Vaisya. So Kriti Gorakshana Vanijya Vaisakara Svahavaja. So he was given whole Braj, Chaurasi Braj, to be king. So one way if you see, Maharaj Sursen, he got 10 sons and 5 daughters. Pritha, Vasudev, like that. And then Devak got 7 daughters. Devaki was the last one. And Ugrasen had Kamsa. And Prajanya Baba had 5 sons. Upananda, Abhinanda, Nanda, Sunanda, and Nandan. So one way if you see, then this Vasudev, Kansa, and Nand Baba, their brother. Nata Jodoto, Bhai the. So when Prajanya Baba came to Braj and he was establishing a city, other day we were driving and the devotee who were driving, he told me But in America, it's a very planned city. He said that, that all the freeway, they call freeway. So freeway, they had to build the city on the freeway. Both sides, this side and the both sides. I don't know, but he was saying that thing. So same way, earlier city were planned. Prajan Baba planned what tree will go where. And these two, small, beautiful looking, they were after all they were the demigod, no? These two, Nalakubara and Manigriva. Although they were looking ugly, but they were, due to curse of Narad Muni, by touch of Narad Muni, their life have become very blissful. And they are looking very beautiful, Jamula Arjun. They are Jamula means Judava, and Arjun means Arjun tree. Arjun tree looks very nice. Epileptis, here it called, no? Epileptis. So this is more white like cord. Cord jaisa ho gaya. Right? Once Prabhupada was there in France, and he was talking about Lord Chaitanya, that how Lord Chaitanya is there, golden and beautiful, handsome, like that. So they said, does he look like us? And Prabhupada said, you look like as if you have a leprosy. They are white skin, Lord Chaitanya golden. So epileptus is like white, like leprosy kind of thing. But the Arjun tree is like golden. Looks very beautiful. So Prajanna Baba brought these two trees and planted in the courtyard. And in courtyard, earlier, each house has a courtyard. Man house as well as woman. Separate house were there for man. Like Jashoda Sayane, Jashoda Bhavan, Jashoda has separate Bhavan and Baba has separate Bhavan. So Prajanna Baba planted this tree there. And that courtyard is very fortunate. And therefore, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Raghupati Upadhyaya, he talks, Shruti Amare, Smriti Apare, Bharat Bhajanti Bhavabhita, Ahamiham Nandam Bande, Yasyalinga Param Brahma. Somebody out of fear. Shruti Tare, Smriti Apare. Somebody worship the Shruti Shastra. Somebody worship Smriti Shastra. Bharat Bhajanti Bhavabhita. Somebody worship Mahabharat out of fear. But if I am concerned, Aham Iham Bande Nanda Yasya Linga Param Brahma. I like to worship Nand Baba. In a huge courtyard, the Supreme Personality of Godhead was playing. So you are worshipping Nand Baba, but connecting with their courtyard. And in that courtyard, these two trees were there. And these two trees had done a lot of service. As the story will go now, will start now. So Madhupati Prabhu, I said 2 hours, okay? You okay? Whatever you say, because it is getting 9 o'clock. So maybe in short, I will just say this thing. So it so happened that Puranara Sapena Brikshitam Prapito Madat Nalakura Manigriyo Abta Khyato Sri Anvitau. Iti Srimad Bhagavate Mahapurane Paramahansa Sanhita Dasamaskande Purvardha Gopi Prasado Nama Namodhyaya. So Sukadeva Goswami said that earlier Narad Muni had cursed these two sons of Kubera, Nalakubara and Manigriva, and due to that they became a tree. Then Parikshit Maharaj asked the question, Katyatam Bhagavat Etayoho Sapasya Karanam Yadatta Vigarhita Karma Inava Devarse Tammaha. Devarsi Narad is such a nice, great devotee. Why did he curse them? What a great sin they have performed that he cursed. See, usually devotees should not get angry. Right? If you see some fight going on somewhere, and if two karmis are fighting, nobody will bother. But if some devotee fighting with somebody, Hey Maharaj, aap sadhu aadmi ho, kyun ladai kar rahe ho? Right? Everybody say, no? Aap sadhu. Sadhu has no right to fight. So here, Parikshit Maharaj asking same thing. Katyatam Bhagavan etat tayo sapasya karanam. What is the cause of cursing? Why this so happened? And then it started. Rudrasyanucharo bhutva sabdisodhanam atmajau kailasupu ramme mandakinya madhutkatau. Once upon a time, these two sons of Kubera. Kubera means ugly. If you see Kubera, you will see he is short. And he has huge tummy. Right? It's very short, leg. And he has wealth in his hand. Kubera is the treasurer of the demigod. Earlier, he was the king of Lanka. But Ravana chased him away. He took a Pushpangima, chased him away. Then he had a place known as Alkapuri, near Kailas. And he was a devotee and friend of Lord Shiva. And he had two sons, Nala Kubara and Mani Griva. As I say, Kubara means ugly. And two sons were also ugly. Nala Kubara. One was null. You see the null, how it is null? Hand pani type wala. Null. Hunchback. Right? One was hunchback. Another Mani Griva. He has money in his griva. You must have seen some people who had big this. क्या बोलते हैं अंग्रेजी में? मैं क्या बोलूं अंग्रेजी मुझे आता नहीं है इतना. Money griva, griva in money in his griva. So anyway, so looking ugly, but they are wealth. Earlier, anybody who was character, they were respected. But Kaliju, who was wealth, they are respected. He always. So they had wealth, they are respected. But, usually it happens, not today, but from time immemorial. If father is rich, usually the son, they are loafer number one. Neither they will study, they will be disobedient, they will be so proud, puffed up on their father's wealth. So is this. Nalakubara and Manigriva. Chanak Pandit said, any father who does not educate his children, they are the enemy of the children. It is, moral. So, Kubera also wanted to educate his two sons, but they're such a rascal. They, many Gurukul they went, but they were thrown out from his school. So one day, Kubera went to meet Lord Shiva, very disturbed, disappointed. So Lord Shiva asked, what is the problem? What is? He said, well, I have these two sons. They are nice boys. No father will say, my son is 10th class. They are nice boys, but wherever I put them for studying, they are out. They are thrown out. I don't know what to do. Can you give some tuition to them? See, earlier, if anybody going to study tuition, हम बोलते थे भोदूराम है, ये पढ़ना नहीं जानता है, मूर्ख है, ट्यूशन पढ़ने जाता है, तो ट्यूशन पढ़ने जाता है. और आजकल बच्चे ट्यूशन नहीं पढ़ते, तो ट्यूशन नहीं पढ़ता है. जमाना उल्टा हो गया. So Lord Shiva said, all right, you send. So they were going to Lord Shiva to study. You all must be knowing that all the intelligent boys, they sit on first row, first bench, right? They fight for sitting first bench. And our Bhoduram, they sit in last one. So Lord Shiva were teaching and they were sitting in last. And every day they were to go away from there. They are not interested to study. They are going away. So one day they had planned a picnic. And in picnic they had invited all the Apsaras, many Apsaras, beautiful Apsaras from heavenly planet. And they had this baroni and everything for picnic. So already fine. So they were going for picnic. So first in Upavan of that area, they were doing that. And worst thing happened that they enter in Mandakini. In Ganga, when she comes, she has three dhara ko kya bolenge, srot kya bolenge, three branches: Mandakini, Bhagirathi, and Alkananda. And when it comes to Devaprayag, when all meet together, then becomes Ganga. So this Mandakini, they were in Mandakini, and all these Apsaras were there, and they have drunk by that time, and they were singing. Prabhupada said they were singing cinema song. So they were singing, they were singing and they were kissing, embracing the ladies, and they were throwing water on each other. So the example is given here, just like a sea elephant throw water on he elephant, and he on sea. So like that kind of thing was going. And then Narad Muni said, Yadrikshaya cha devarshi bhagavan tatra kaurava apasyada narado devo chivano sambuddhyataha tram dishtava vrita debyo vivastra sapasankritaha vansansi pryadusigram vivastro naiva guhyakau tam dishtva madiramatto srimadandho suratmajau tayo anugraharthaya sapam dasyam nidam jagau. So yadrikshaya. So in Bhagavatam, wherever the word comes yadrikshaya, so you all must know by the providence desire, by the will of the Lord. So by will of the Lord, Narad Muni happened to walk from there. Now if you see, Narad Muni stayed in Badrikashram, which is here. Lord Shiva stayed in Kailash, which is here. And Mandakini goes from here, because from this side is Kedarnath and Mandakini comes there. So Narad, Kailash is here, Badrikashram is here. So I don't know where he was coming from, but he could have come from there down here. But why did he go from that side? Therefore it said Yadrikshaya, by the will of the Lord. Lord, Bhagavat Prachodaya, by the Lord forced him to go from that side. So when he was coming, Yadrikshaya Devarsi, Bhagavan Tatra Kaurava, O Maharaj Parikshit, Bhagavan Narad, and he said, the word having is Bhagavan, and Sarva Samarth, he is going to do something special. So Narad Muni passed by that. Apasya Narada Devi, Shivano Sambuddhyataha, the Devis or the Apsaras of heavenly planet, when they saw Narad Muni, they felt very shy. Women, by nature, they are shy. So, Tam Drishtava Brita Debyo Vivastra Sapasankitaha. I mean, they all were naked. They were also naked, and the girls were also naked. So, when they saw Narad Muni, Tam Drishtava Brita Debyo Vivastra Sapasankitaha, they were very afraid. They are naked and they are very afraid that Narad Muni is going to curse us. Vansansi presu sigram. They immediately came out and started putting their sari. Sigram, immediately. But Vibhastrau na eva guhyakau. But these two rascals, they remain naked. They didn't care. Sare gare kya kar rahe tum? Idhar aao, mat jao. Ye baba aaye hain, chale jayenge. Unko idhar aane kya zarurat hai? Like that kind of talk they were saying. Tau drishtava madiramatto sri madandho suratmajau tayo anugraharthaya. Narad Muni, when he saw that how they are so intoxicated by this Varuni, and they are also intoxicated by being son of Sura Atmajau, by being intoxicated because they are the son of rich man. तो कहते हैं ना, एक तो बंदर वो शराब पी ले. आप देखे हो ऐसा बंदर? मैं देखा हूं. In 2003, I was the president of ISKCON Vrindavan. So we had one devotee, his name is Lahu Kesava, still he is there. And he was a little joker type, funny. So he came, he said, Prabhuji, you want to see something? I said, yes, what do you want to show me? It was winter season. He said, until like 2, 3 o'clock. He said, I will show you something. So he brought a small pot, chukad, or mitika, and he got some wine in pouches. Pouches in India they have pouches. So he put that wine in that chukad, and one monkey came and he drank. And after 5-10 minutes, look at what he started doing. So and so far only I have heard that ek to bandar bas sharab pi le. Or this is what I remember. Tam drishtava madira mattau sri madhandhau suratmajau. There are three things. First, they are son of demigod. Second, they were sri madhandhau. They are blinded by the wealth. And third one, madira mattau. They are totally intoxicated. So when Narad Muni saw that, tayo anugraharthayam sapam dasyam idam jagau, then Narad Muni, he wanted to curse them. Now how he had cursed them, I don't think I am going to touch that and all these things because time is passing. I will, maybe tomorrow again we have class somewhere, so I will carry from there. Your house? Okay. So tomorrow we will carry from there that how Narad Muni has. There are two things there, anugrah and श्राप. तो इसी को मैं डिफाइन करूंगा कि अनुग्रह क्या है और श्राप क्या है. ये पूरे और 10-15 वर्ष हैं. तो एनीवे आज तक हम लोग इतना ही सुने कि नारद मुनि उनको देख करके उन पर दया कर करके और वे श्राप देने के लिए श्राप दिए. तो आई थिंक वी स्टॉप हियर. Or I'll just tell in 5 minutes short what happened anyway. Because this is the Leela here, but Krishna was tied, right? Mother Yashoda has gone. Let's go back there. So we'll connect this one. So Mother Yashoda has gone and now Krishna, he saw this 2 trees. So he wanted to deliver because his devotee Narad Muni had, cursed them. So as we heard, we read this 2 sloka, and in this 2 sloka I said, Devarsi Pratamo Yadi Imo Naratmajau, because Devarsi Narad was very dear, so he wanted to fulfill the desire of Narad. Rise Bhagavata Mukhasya Satyam Kartum Bacho Hari. He wanted to prove the statement of his devotee. Satyam Vidhatu Nivitta Bhasitam. To prove the statement of devotee, like Nrsimhadev appeared from the pillar, same way to prove the statement of Narad Muni, Lord agreed to go there. I think I will not be able to do justice to that part also, but I just wanted to know why it is Damodar. That's what I want to take there. So anyway, evening time, and all the boys they came, because we know in village, evening time we like to go and play, especially this season. Kartik time, we like to go kabaddi khelne, football khelne, the bacche jaate the shaam ko. Then, they came and they wanted to go play. Come on, Krishna. Krishna was hero. Without him, how they can go? So there is a nice story, what discussion was going on, all these things. Finally, Krishna went and he pulled the grinding motor because nobody could open. They were trying to open. They couldn't open it because it was tied by Mother Yashoda, who was in Vatsalyaras, and they were a friend who was in Sakras. So how can they open it? They couldn't open it. So finally he took in such a way that the grinding motor got stuck in this 2 trees. Now, according to Harivansa, here it is said, Vasudeva Darsana, by the audience of Lord Vasudeva. But in Harivansa Purana, it said that by the touch of Krishna's feet. So both way I will go. So when the boy tried to help him, they couldn't do anything. And the grinding motor got stuck. Then Krishna said, okay, I'll take care. And Krishna went. He put his 2 hands on the floor and 2 feet against the tree to push. And as soon as these 2 trees got touch the feet of Krishna, boom, they fell. Now, Yogamaya arranged the Leela such a way that when the two trees fell, everyone became unconscious. This Leela took 3 days, keep in mind. Krishna was upset with Mother Yashoda for 3 days. They are really very emotional pastime. The last pastime, when these two trees fell, how everybody became unconscious. And when they came to consciousness, and when Yashoda heard this thing, she became again fainted. And all the gopis and everybody, they came running from the house. There no electricity, no torchlight. What was there? Ghee lamp. So when we saw the lamp, it's not that we are doing arti. ये भाव आरती करने का नहीं है. भाव क्या है? देखने का कि भगवान का पैर टूटा तो नहीं है ना, कहीं सिर में चोट तो नहीं लगा हुआ है, खून तो नहीं आ रहा है. ये देखने का भाव है. ये आरती का नहीं है. जैसे लॉर्ड चैतन्य महाप्रभु वाज पुलिंग द चैरियट, तो भाव क्या था कि कृष्ण को हम वृंदावन ले जा रहे हैं. तो वैसे ही जब आप आरती दिखाओ तो ये जरूरी है कि भाव क्या होना चाहिए देखना. सब लाइट बंद कर देना आप लोग पुजारी, सब लाइट बंद कर देना. उस समय जो में होता है ना, सब लाइट बंद हो जाता है केवल वही. तो आप देखो कहीं उनका पैर में खून तो नहीं आ रहा है ना, कहीं कटा तो नहीं है, हाथ पैर ठीक तो है ना. सो दिस इज हाउ द ब्रजवासी, एंड फ्रॉम दैट टाइम दिस लीला showing the lamp started. Mother Yashoda, on the other hand, she was unconscious. And Nand Baba, when he heard, he came running. So he was one who was able to open. And then, when he was open, Krishna was open, and he saw Nand Baba, he started crying like anything, and he came and hugged Nand Baba. That day, Rohini and Balram, they had gone to Upananda's house. They were not there also. So, the nice discussion between Rohini and Krishna. Then Rohini is saying, come on, let us go to Yashoda. No, I'll never go. She wanted to kill me. She wanted to kill me. Then, Rohini asked that, but then how will you eat? He said, I will eat with Baba. Then Rohini said, but Baba cannot feed you milk. He has no breast. How will he feed milk? Rohini was joking, right? No, I will eat rice dal, whatever Baba will feed me. I'll eat that one. So like that kind of discussion. And all the news was going to Mother Yashoda. And as soon as she heard that Krishna doesn't want to come, became unconscious, again unconscious. 3 days it took place. 3 days Krishna did not go. And then towards the last, one place it says that when Nand Baba said, all right, she tied you, I'm going to beat her. And then Krishna hold the hand and said, nothing doing, you can do to my mother. And he ran to his mother. And other place it said, that when Krishna heard that Mother Yashoda is going to commit suicide, she's going to jump in Jamuna, he started crying. And he ran, hugged Mother Yashoda, and thus they end the Leela of Krishna being tied by Mother Yashoda. Really. So anyway, I will discuss tomorrow more detail on this part. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So I think no question, right? Any question anybody has? All right. ये 7 दिन का कथा है भाई, 2 दिन में कहाँ कितना दौड़ाओगे? Okay. Damodar is from tomorrow. Today is Sharad Purnima. Why are you doing Rasabhas? You can do any day, but from tomorrow, Krishna is not tied today. How can you concoction? Today is Sharad Purnima. Today Krishna fulfilled the desire of the gopis who wanted to marry Krishna. Today Ras dance. Ras Panchadhyaya starts. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Damodar Bhagavan ki jai.